There are many who question why violent extremism exists. Why would individuals engage in killing others and at the same time willing to die in the process? So we will provide education on violent extremism and the factors that lead individuals to engage in extremist violence. When we talk about violent extremism, we are referring to a broad umbrella term that refers to factors like ideas and actions that are supportive of violence and killings, ideologies and beliefs that are supportive of violence in pursuit of political goals or religious goals or economic goals. The single biggest phenomenon that can help us understand why people engage in violent extremism is what we call radicalization. Radicalization is the single biggest factor that leads individuals to engage in extremist violence. And what is radicalization? It is a process an individual goes through, influenced by multiple factors: issues of unemployment, issues of poverty, prolonged inequality, living in an environment of prolonged conflicts and violence, marginalization in communities, issues of injustice, issues of corruption, issues of state abuse of state power, and many factors that lead individuals to a point where they consider violence as a legitimate tool to register their grievances. When we talk about an individual who is radicalized, it means that he has gone through processes and experiences that lead them to a point, and in our work we call it a mental destination, where they consider violence as a legitimate tool to use. At that point, we say that they build a certain outlook in life. They build a binary worldview. They see the world in a binary way, between black and white, between good and evil, between us and them, and they choose one of this as a legitimate and a genuine position for themselves. So that if you're not with them, you are against them. Their mindset is unable to do or provide great analysis. So when people are radicalized, it does not mean that they go about killing people. It just means that they are predisposed to using violence, and they need a trigger. They need something that would escalate their commitment to the use of violence. So sometimes you would see an individual engaging in extremist violence triggered by something that has happened in their lives. The loss of a special person in their lives, the loss of a job, or some proxy factor happening elsewhere that has influenced their commitment to the use of violence. So very often, when people are engaged in terrorism, people who know them or knew them before are shocked, because those individuals usually have a very, very gentle profile, harmless profile, very gentle. No record of involvement in violence or crimes that can predict that they could commit those crimes, such as killing others. But in their mind, a lot has been happening, the process of radicalization. We have other factors that may not often be cited. And so it depends on the individual's profile and a sort of factors. There is no single factor that leads people to become radicalized. It's often a combination of factors that lead individuals to engage in terrorist violence or extremist violence. So in the next episode, we will be looking at the various factors and the dynamic way it plays in leading people to become radicalized, to engage in extremist violence.